about who you work with and who works for you. And you want only the best. Now, by the best, I'm not just referring to skills and talent, although that's going to be essential. And you want to surround yourself with people that complement your own skills. But you also want to surround yourself with people you look forward to working with, people that share your values, people that have a shared objective, trying to change the world in the right way, for the right reasons. You don't want to surround yourself with yes people. That won't work. You want creative, healthy tension to arrive at the best decisions. But what you don't want is to compromise on the people that you're working with. And all too often, and I've done this, many of my colleagues have done it, we'll turn the other cheek when we're working with someone who adds a lot of value, but they may not be the most constructive person or the most compassionate person. A lot of us have a tendency to do that. And I now believe with great conviction that life is just too short. And I want to work with people I look forward to working with every day. And I think that's important, and it's taken me a long time to fully appreciate that lesson. So I wanted to share that with you as well. I would also add that it's nice to work with people you can have some fun with, or at the very least know how to have fun. For those of you here in the Bay Area, a lot of us were attracted to this place because we want to change the world in a positive, lasting way. And changing the world, it's hard work. Make no mistake, it's intense. And so it's important that we don't always take ourselves and our work too seriously. So surround yourself with only the best in terms of both their talent, their values, and people you look forward to working with. Lastly, the third piece of advice is to always be learning. In today's modern era, the pace of change has accelerated such that it is exceeding human capacity to keep up with it and train for it. And the days of going to school and learning a singular skill and being set for the rest of your life for one career, I think those are fast coming to an end. And this goes beyond anecdotal evidence. I mean, go back in history to the agrarian age, when the economy was driven by farming. That unfolded over millennia, thousands and thousands of years, which is plenty of time to learn a new skill. How to harvest the fields better, more efficiently, how to seed more effectively. And of course, that gave way to the Industrial Revolution. Over 2 centuries, people had a chance to retrain and relearn. That evolved into the information age, which unfolded over decades. Plenty of time to understand how to take advantage of those new technologies. But today's digital age, this knowledge-based economy, it seems to be unfolding not just in years or months, but I could swear sometimes it's weeks or days that new technologies are introduced that completely change everything. And so if you can find a passion in this notion of continuous learning and continuous improvement, you're going to be so much further ahead of the game. You will set yourself up for success in a world that is more dynamic than ever before. One of the greatest gifts my mother ever gave me, she taught me to read at a very young age. And as a result, I always felt empowered. And I developed very early on this intellectual curiosity and the sense that no matter what questions I had, I could always find the answer. Now, back then, it was the World Book Encyclopedia. It wasn't Google. I wasn't as fortunate as all of you. But it served a very similar purpose. And I never lost that sense of intellectual curiosity and this notion of resourcefulness. I like the way a guy named Joey Ito characterizes this. He's the managing director of the MIT Media Lab. And he likes to refer to the word neoteny. When I first heard him say it, I thought he was making it up. I'd never heard of the word before. Neoteny is a delayed state of adolescence. And in the animal kingdom, that can be very dangerous because an animal that remains smaller and weaker than other animals is going to be at risk. But in human beings, it can mean something altogether different, which is maintaining a childlike sense of wonder in terms of the world around you. And when he first started talking about it, it resonated very deeply with me. And I think anyone who has that natural joy for learning and that childlike sense of wonder is going to be much better prepared to live in the world we live in today. I'll close with a quote from Albert Einstein. He said, "There's only 2 ways to live your life. One is though miracles don't exist, and the second is though all there is miracles. I like to think of myself in the latter camp. I like to approach things with a sense of wonder and a sense of appreciation for what's possible in this day and age with new technologies and the better nature of human beings. And I'm not so naive to believe, or Pollyanna to believe, that it's all going to be good no matter what. We have to work hard at this. But it is an extraordinary time to be alive. And that sense of wonder is what fuels my desire to always be learning, to surround myself with the best people, and to keep working towards achieving my long-term ambitions and goals. That's what I wish for you, the class of 2015 for Europe. Thank you.